Welcome back to another video. In this video, we'll be talking about the power of rise ritual, your morning rituals to boost your confidence and your mental clarity. So if you're interested in that, definitely stick around. Right, so some of the things that we've been thinking about for a while now is just the idea of what you do in the morning, right? So you've spent your whole night sleeping in your comfortable bed or wherever you're sleeping, but when you wake up, what are you doing? Right, so the typical experience for most people that are working is they wake up, they do their business in the bathroom, they freshen up, they groom themselves, they get ready, they get in a car, they go to work, and then the day goes on, right? So but the thing is, a lot of us also are individuals that are overweight, obese, have some sort of metabolic disorder like pre-diabetes or diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, name it, right? Some sort of metabolic disorder. And what's actually happening to many of us that are experiencing this is that when we do wake up, we're always feeling hungry, we always feel tired, we always feel like our joints are hurting. There's a reason behind it, is because the prior night, we don't know what you did in your rest ritual, right? It's very, very important. We want to know, okay, how did you actually go to sleep? And I have a ton of videos that I've created about the rest ritual. So definitely take a look at this playlist or a video that I'll be posting up here, and you'll be able to understand what you actually do before you go to bed and while you are in bed, while you are sleeping. But now guess what? What happens after that, right? So the moment you wake up, right, you go from the sleep to the wake state. It's called a hypnopompic state. It's a neuroscience concept, but basically it just means when you're transitioning between your sleeping to your waking state. And it's really vital because those thoughts that you were having the night before will resurrect itself the morning after. And so you'll start thinking about, okay, what do I have to do for the day, right? If you don't have a lot of responsibilities, then you might just, go do a lot of unproductive things that will just sort of waste your time. But if you do have things that you need to do, you'll start thinking about that. But also at the same time, if those things are not pleasurable for you, right? Remember, all humans, pretty much all biological mediums, right? Biological entities follow two fundamental principles, which is we seek to avoid pain and we seek to look for pleasure. So pleasure or pain or pleasure, one or the other. So every single activity is trying to maximize this experience. And fortunately and also unfortunately, very smart people have created the internet, have created these digital devices that you're actually watching me on. And what did we do? All these startups, all these technology companies and etc., they've increased the level of dopamine that we get for every single task or activity that we do on these machines, right? So they're always helping us get more pleasure. But the problem with that is that, when you have too much pleasure, you can't just keep riding that high all the way to the sky. You'll eventually have to come back down to earth. And when you do come back down to earth, that feeling is even more terrible than you going up, because not only are you going to go down, you're going to go even lower because you need to recalibrate yourself back to a baseline, which is why if you look at the thresholds for a lot of these activation potentials in a lot of these cells, you'll see they'll spike all the way up and then it'll actually go below zero to negative and then it'll come back to zero. My point of this story is that, again, we are seeking pleasure and we are avoiding pain. So what activities are you avoiding right now to get the results that you want, right? And I can already guess, I can already assume because I've lived through it. I've lived through times where I was so damn emo, depressed with my life that I did not want to even get out of bed. I preferred sleeping versus actually being awake, because in the sleeping world, I have no responsibilities, I don't have to worry, I can daydream, etc., just getting lost. And that right there was a very childish tendency that I had, because again, I did not know how to cope with my situation, which is why as I was building the protocol, I realized, if I'm going to help other people, because remember, when you want to help other people, it's easier to help them versus help yourself, because again, you feel you're more complicated than needed, because again, you know a lot more data points than what others would know about you. But when you are treating people, when you are a healer, a natural healer that I've been healing for a while now, you realize how to help other people. And when you want to help other people, you figure out exactly what needs to happen for them to achieve what they want. And so when I was trying to help other people, not myself, other people, I realized they need to master their rise ritual. They need to master their hypnopompic states, and they need to master what the process is in the morning, what habit stack do they do in the morning to optimize their mornings, to have the proper thoughts, the proper action, the proper behaviors, and eventually the habits and etc. to give them the results they're looking for. Usually it's a physical result that they're looking at. They want to improve their ability to look amazing, and everyone can look amazing. There's no restriction, right? This is not where money can buy you your body. This is something that you physically have to put effort into. Just like how you spent $1,000+ on an amazing device, like for example, my 14 Plus. When you spend this type of money, you're trying to get some sort of value out of it, right? So same concept. Instead of you spending your money, well, you can. If you were to get into Alpha program, you can give us your money and we'll put you through the whole program without even thinking about it, because we've obsessed over this concept. But in your situation, things you do in the morning, right? So it's gonna be super duper vital. So the thoughts you have in the morning, what are the first thoughts that you're having? Are you thinking about eating? Are you thinking about going back to bed? Are you thinking about watching some YouTube videos? What are you doing right now? Are you distracting yourself from what you actually need to do, which is get your butt off the bed, to the bathroom, brush your teeth, do what you have to do in the bathroom, maybe possibly take a shower, and then again, carry on with your day. Because when you start the morning off correctly, the rest of the day just flows. The rest of the day just does not make a difference to you, because you've already done the hard things in the morning, which is what we're going to be talking about right now. How do you actually boost your confidence and your mental clarity, right? This is what you guys have been waiting for, and it seems like it's going for a little over. Normally I like to make it for 5 minutes, but it's going to go a little over for this one, because it's super important to understand what is confidence, what is mental clarity, right? So let's just break both the words down. Confidence is your ability to express yourself without feeling that you're saying something wrong, right? Every single thing that you're hearing from me is from my pure confidence that I've been spending hours, days, weeks, years thinking about these subject matter. And I want to make sure that when I speak these words and you're listening to me, it resonates with you to help you understand that, again, you can make this happen. You can make this happen. And it's just a matter of time until you do make it happen. Because again, if you want it, it will happen. It's just the bottom line. Whether it's good or bad, it will happen because you want it. You will make it happen. As much as you want to say, I have no control over my life, then yeah, you're not gonna have any control over your life, because you already stated that. And it's just so ironic, right? Because even sometimes I have those mental loops in my mind where I feel I'm incapable of doing something, but then I catch myself. I'm just like, why are you doing this? Why are you telling yourself you can't do this? Because again, it's an easy scapegoat, easy cop out to not doing it. So that's where the confidence comes in. And again, it takes repetition. Over time, you actually build a confidence. You won't have it right away. To be honest with you, you won't have it right away. In the beginning, you'll feel super insecure, which is fine. You need to fail so you understand what is the proper way of doing it. Like for example, approaching a very beautiful woman, right? First time you do it, super duper difficult, right? Because you feel nervous, anxious, stressed out, insecure, and you say something and you're probably having a frog throat, and you can't say the words correctly, and then guess what? You realize they're just a goddamn regular human. They're just like you. They poop and pee and they take showers and they do the exact same thing. Is that we in our mind put them so damn high that our confidence level is low. But in reality, you shouldn't be. Every single person is very similar to you. You should be able to talk to them the exact same way that you talk to your mom or dad, your sisters, your brothers, your friends. If you talk like that, I don't think there's gonna be any problem with your confidence at that point. But again, you need to do this over time, right? The more you do it, the better you get. The more you do it, the better you get. And this is something I wanna repeat a lot, because this ties into habits a lot, right? Because the repetition, the repetitive nature to the behaviors that you do eventually become your habits. Now, mental clarity. This is where I have optimized this approach so damn much, right? Because think about it. When I wake up, this is my rise ritual, and this is what we're going to be applying in the Alpha protocol as well. Obviously different variations based on the person, based on what they can do. Some will do more, some will do less based on their needs. In my situation, the moment I open my eyes, I look at the time, right? So my time range is anywhere between 4:30 and 5:30. I have to get out of bed between these two time frames. I have my alarm set for 4:30, but then I always give myself wiggle room because again, like I want to sort of calibrate myself for the day. Eventually, when I do get out of the bed, the first thing I want to do is go turn on the shower. I want to go put on some hot water, not hot like burning hot, but more like sauna or more like a jacuzzi type of hot water, because I'm leaving my hot, warm bed, right? Very, very comfortable bed. And I'm shifting over to the external environment, which is obviously a lot colder. So what I want to do, I want to put myself even in a hotter situation so that I feel warm and cozy. I feel like I'm in the womb, to be honest with you, right? When you're in the womb, what is it? It's fluid, liquid fluid from your mom. Similar concept, you're putting in hot, warm water so that when you're putting on your body, it's more pleasurable. So again, I'm chasing pleasure, right? Even though it's painful at certain times because I'm leaving my bed, which is warm, painful experience walking to the bathroom and then turning on the hot water, and then I'm pleasured again, right? I'm being pleasured by the hot water. And so now I do what I need to do. I brush my teeth, I wash my body, I clean myself, I work on different parts of my body that I feel a little tight and worn out, because one of the things that I realize is that the way I sleep is terrible. It's ironic because when I sleep, when you sleep in a certain way, in a certain bed for a certain period of time, it creates like a crease in that bed. And so my butt always falls lower. And so I always have this pelvic tilt of my lower back, which is always causing irritations, which is why I use the bathroom to actually do that, stretch it out a little bit. And then guess what? That's when we have to shift, dramatic shift. I shifted all the way to cold at that moment because I want to now really charge up all the cells of my body. There's so many benefits to this, to be honest with you. I'll probably make a complete video about this on cold showers. Well, thermodynamic shower, why we want to start off with hot and then go to cold and then just kill the shower. I've been on the topic, but my point is, when I do this, one of the really fun facts about taking hot showers and then a cold shower, your body has something called thermoreceptors, right? So it detects the temperature gradient based on what's outside and inside. And so when you go to the different extremes, very hot, very, very cold, your body doesn't actually know the difference. It just reacts the same exact way. So when it's hot and you're numbing out those receptors, when you put it on cold, it doesn't feel as cold. Your body doesn't feel as terrible as it would if you were just to go straight cold. Which is one of those pro tip biohacking tools and techniques that I've picked up along the way as I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. But that's gonna be another topic. So essentially after I finish that, I groom myself, I put lotion wherever I need to, I trim my beard or if I need to do anything else, and then eventually I get out. I get out and then I change, I have my refreshing beverage. It could be anything for you. In my case, it's a Red Bull. After I drink a few sips, I make my bed and then I go straight to the couch. At the couch, I spend a solid 20 to 30 minutes on doing some breath work. Meditation, breath work, whatever you want to call it. So just so that I can get that clarity for the rest of the day. What does my day look like? And then from that point forward, everything is just execution, right? Because I did all the hard part already. I've made my bed, I've drank some cold fluids, I brushed my teeth, I groomed myself. I just look amazing right now. At this point now, I mean, you can tell. I'm recording this video after I just did that whole rise ritual without me even wanting to do it. Now it's just the automated process that I've come to love and enjoy. So that's really how you're gonna get that confidence and that mental clarity, is because once you establish who you are, what your ritual looks like, I mean, to be honest, man, it's just the confidence just exudes within you when you actually want to. With that being said, guys, hopefully you found value in this video. It's running past like 13 minutes, which is amazing. But at the same time, I have 2 more videos I want to record. With that being said, guys, if you like the video, definitely give me a like, letting me know you like the video. If you dislike the video, give me a dislike. Let me know why you disliked it in the comments below. And as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It lets me know that you like my content and it motivates me to create more for you all. Other than that, there's also the notification bell. This lets you know when the next video will pop off. I tend to prefer this because it puts me, it almost gives me accountability for me to keep doing this, because a lot of my favorite creators are churning these things out nonstop, right? How are they doing it versus me? And there should be no reason why I cannot do it as well. So it's a great motivator for me to keep going. And so at the same time, for you, maybe you want to create content, maybe you are a content creator, or you're looking to become a content creator. So this might be another great way for you to stay accountable as well. With that, I hope every single one of you have an amazing day. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.